This is the Quarter Twins. We cannot keep doing this. We're 25%, 100% the same.
Yeah, they pull out these weird, gross, semen sacs from the earth.
I am the savant of the silver screen, Joshua, and to my left, or right, depends, is the champion of cinema himself, Jordan. Say hi, Jordan.
Yes. Hello, thank you for remembering who I am.
That's right. I know you. And now the audience does too. And we're here today to talk about movies and such of the like. Specifically, we are going to go to film school today, as we do. We have a movie keyed up. I almost watched it again this morning because it's been about a month since I watched it.
Yes. So sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
I'm here ready to go.
And we're also going to be looking into the future. We did this last year to critical acclaim, I must say. One of the worst performing videos of 2024.
Absolutely.
But we're going to do it again because I like it. We're going to take a look at the 2025 release schedule. We're going to see what's out there movie-wise. We're going to get a good look at it. And we're going to talk about what we are anticipating, as well as Jordan has outlined a few Oscar bait films as well. Which is exciting for us. But Jordan, what movie are we here to talk about today and in film school?
Well, yeah, last time we talked about Akira Kurosawa's epic Seven Samurai. And
which we both loved.
Probably we both loved it. I can't think of a worse movie to follow that up with than the one we're talking about today, Akira Kurosawa's Rashomon. I only say that because my spirit was broken off the back of Seven Samurai, and it took me a month, as Joshua said, to work up the courage to press play on another Akira Kurosawa film. I didn't even hate Seven Samurai. It took a lot out of me. It took a lot out of me financially, and emotionally, spiritually, physically. It took a toll on my body and mind, and I couldn't be bothered to press play on another Kurosawa film. So I watched 3 other films on our list. Yeah. Actually, 4.
He had to reinvigorate his love for movies before he could watch another.
And I regained motivation. We're talking about Rashomon today.
Rashomon.
An 88-minute, critically acclaimed film.
Yes.
So I think we should go ahead and do that first. Spoiler alert, I don't have very many thoughts or things to say about this movie. Like we did last time, neither of us have released a star rating for this film, so we have no idea what the 10th is going into this. But yeah, is there anything you need to speak about up top before?
I think when I reread my review that I've written down for it, and I noticed, I think I'm starting to really appreciate the style a little bit more of these movies, because there was a bit I'm noticing how, because I've also seen Yojimbo and 60% of Ikiru. So I have a tiny bit more Akira fever than Jordan, who may never watch another Akira Kurosawa movie again.
We'll see.
Depending on what happens here, he may never ever watch another one.
Who knows?
But I was starting to, I'm seeing it a little bit better, I think.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was 88 minutes instead of 180, 200 whatever minutes.
I think it was 207 or so, yeah.
Is a saving grace for this film, I'll say.
It is. Yeah.
It was this one I'll say right out here. This movie, in my opinion, kind of says a similar, is kind of giving a similar message to our audiences about faith in humanity and, evil is evil, question mark.
Right.
The world sucks, maybe. But to do that in like 2 less hours and, in my opinion, more effectively,
Okay.
that's what
More
I would say
effectively.
for you, to give you a glimpse into my mind on this one.
Yeah. That's great. Great opening thoughts from the Savant of the Silver Screen there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I watched this. I'm a big proponent of physical media, 4K Ultra HD, on my 65-inch TV.
And that nice
that's
new
how I
blue
prefer.
couch.
Yeah, I got a new couch. That's how I prefer to watch movies.
Mm-hmm.
I watched this movie on an iPad in a car
Uh-oh.
on a 13-hour drive. So, any thoughts I present could be colored by that information. I did watch this movie all the way through. 88 minutes of it, which it might have felt as long as Seven Samurai, if I'm being honest with you. I think we should just brief plot synopsis.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw that to you.
Okay.
Could you give us a brief plot synopsis?
I'll
of
do
this
it.
film?
I'll do as best as I possibly can here. So, we begin at a temple, a rundown temple of sorts, in the pouring rain, and there are a couple guys. There's a priest, and 2 randos there. And one of the randos starts telling a story because it'll help the time go by while they build a fire and try to keep warm under the rain. So he starts talking about how he was a witness to a murder case. And he talks to these guys. This is still feudal Japan, like Seven Samurai, way back in the day. So it's pretty, one of the witnesses is a random lady who pretends to be the murdered guy's reincarnated soul for a bit.
Yeah.
Like we're way back in time. So he starts talking about how he was a witness and he gave testimony as to this murder case, as well as the wife, the murderer, so-called, the accused, as it would be, as well as the dead guy. So you have 4 perspectives of the same event, and they each take turns, and they each have they go one by one. I think the order is the murderer, the accused, and then the wife, and then the ghost, and then the guy who secretly witnessed it himself.
Yeah.
And then we go through all of these. We go through all of the testimonies, and the conclusion of the guy who's hearing the story, who's not the priest, there's the third guy, is like, you guys are all liars, and no one is telling the truth, and people only ever tell stories based on the benefit for themselves. And everybody's like, oh no, like, humanity is awful, you're right, I lied.
Yeah.
And everybody's sad. And then, miraculously, as if out of complete thin air, from the random thoughts of the screenwriter, a baby starts crying behind them. And they find an abandoned baby. And then the witness who lied about his testimony is like, I'll take the baby, I got 100 billion kids, I'll just take one more mouth to feed. And then the guy who said everybody's a liar is like, my faith in humanity is restored. And everybody's happy. And the movie ends.
And it's raining more than it has ever rained in the history of the entire world.
Buckets and buckets of rain.
The rain is incredible. Yeah, that is a great synopsis, because I wouldn't have been able to do that, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, so I have very few notes, and I plan to just rattle these off really quick,
All right.
so that so you can hear my full thoughts. I have 5 notes here. My first note was, Toshiro Mifune is just like that.
Yeah.
He's
really
just like
is.
this. This is what he does. What is going on with her face is my second note.
Oh, the eyebrows?
Where are her eyebrows? Okay. It's probably cultural,
Yep.
but why doesn't she have eyebrows? My third note, every scene is 2 hours long, Joshua.
Is that right?
Every piece of this film is 2 hours too long. The opening, he's like walking through a forest with his scythe or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a sword. I don't remember. That it felt like it took an eternity, and every scene conversation is a million hours long. And my last note, finally, at the end of the film, I said, I hated this.
No.
I I hated this movie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I couldn't stand any part of it. I was losing my mind trying to finish this 88-minute movie.
Dang.
I could not handle it.
Wow.
I didn't like the way it looked, or I hated the way it felt. I hated all the performances. It just and you know what? That this is another moment where, like, last week I was trying to be more generous with my Seven Samurai
Yeah.
feelings.
He wasn't
But
ready.
I'm a broken man. I'm still not ready for these movies. I'm not
got
ready.
less
I'm not
ready,
willing to call it a
sounds
bad
like.
movie. Yeah. I'm not ready to say that it's bad, because apparently there's
People love
something
it.
here that I'm willing to say that I missed. I'm missing something about this.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down the quote. The writing is, it's compelling. The quote where he's like, but is there anyone who is really good? Maybe goodness is just make believe. Man just wants to forget the bad stuff and believe in the made up good stuff. It's easier that way,
Beautiful.
is what he says. Great line. I was like, that's awesome. So there's writing there. But I could not handle this film. That's all I have to say about it.
Brutal.
Where are you at with this? Was this better than Seven Samurai for you?
I like it a little bit more because, as I said, 2 hours less, similar story.
Yes.
I'm finding myself more interested in the court drama stuff. I think I want to get A Few Good Men in there here soon.
Okay.
But I think overall this one just felt a lot more clean to me. I did not feel the pacing issue that you are referring to of the 2 hour scenes in this 1.5 hour minute movie. But I actually would say I have here, side note, this is the best first lead performance, first lead performance from a woman in these old movies that I started watching. There hasn't been of all the older old movies that I've watched so far, there hasn't been a lead woman really, and there hasn't been a great performance, and that's mostly sexist problem because they didn't even get parts, right? So I thought Machiko Kyo, the wife of the murdered person, was excellent. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed her performance quite a bit. I thought it was it feeds into the idea of everybody being a liar, how ridiculously overdramatic she is the entire time. Yeah, she's telling her story, and in everyone's recounting of events, she's like, yeah. And I think that, I hope even, that is an intentional choice of her being this insanely overdramatic character that fills the role of the damsel in distress that she wants to portray herself as. because maybe she's the murderer, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of my biggest
yeah.
takeaways. And I still like Toshiro Mifune. I think I haven't had an actual bad performance from him. If you ever get the strength, I would recommend Yojimbo because he is much, much more muted in that movie.
Yeah.
He's not like all the time.
Yeah.
And jumping around and doing like the heel clicks and whatever. He's not insane.
And then the wife, which I do agree, I think her performance was it was compelling because she was being so dramatic, and then at a certain point she starts laughing like insane, like Mifune has been doing, and she reveals, or she's talking about how she's been putting on this act and like so embarrassed by the way these men are acting, like it's ridiculous, like you should just kill him, like
right.
Why are you such a coward, it's ridiculous. I thought that was kind of her performance there was interesting into what you're saying, like this movie was made in 1950,
right?
Women weren't really given that type of like power on screen, so that was kind of cool.
So that was a big point for me that I really enjoyed. A couple of the performances. The guy, what's his name? The guy who plays Kanbei, Takashi Shimura. He's the lead in Ikiru. He was Kanbei in Seven Samurai. Him and Toshiro Mifune have kind of been in all these movies so far. He's in Yojimbo too. One of the sake brewers, I think, the gang leaders. Okay. I think he has sort of a interesting narrator role in this one. Yeah. Because he has to like bridge every scene. So I think I don't know. That's an interesting role for him because it's not as like he's played a lot of really quiet people, and I would like to see him play something more insane because we kind of only get a couple loud people in any of these movies. Right. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of big takeaways from this one. I was going to watch Lawrence of Arabia last night, so we could talk about it today as well. But I ended up finishing Red Dead Redemption 2 instead.
Heck yeah. So I need to go get on that horse, if you will.
Oh, you would. A million times you're going to get on the horse in that game.
Yes. I mean, I can see myself revisiting this in the future. That's part of the point here at film school is I want to revisit this in the future and be like, okay, Danny DeVito gif, I get it. I want that to happen in the future. Yeah. And I'm open to because Akira Kurosawa is obviously known for samurai films in this type of thing, but he has like other genres of film that I'm interested in checking out. Because there are things like both of these movies, they don't have, at least for me, like a score that I really like or like visuals that I am in love with yet. So there are those aspects of film that I lean towards enjoying, like score and cinematography and overall vibe, vibes. That if that were to elevate a little bit, I can see myself really locking in and enjoying his style a bit more.
Indeed.
So
I could also recommend. Sorry, go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm so sorry.
No, I was gonna say, in a way, that's what I've learned from this. The session of film school.
I would say that's a beautiful sentiment, and I love that for you.
Thank you.
I would recommend, if you're not 100% done with Japanese film, we could move away from. I mean, I want to get to Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Casablanca, Lawrence of Arabia, and what is it? Bridge on the River Kwai was the other one you watched.
Bridge on the River Kwai.
I do want to watch all those. I even throw in Treasure Island in there, which is the grandfather of Treasure Planet, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's apparently the same movie.
Yes.
The main character is
There you go.
even named Jim Hawkins still.
Okay.
But I might recommend another Japanese film, not by Akira Kurosawa, but Masaki Kobayashi, Harakiri, which I gave 4.5 stars, which was
I need to watch that.
phenomenal one. This one is definitely,
Yes.
at the very least, I can't speak to the score. I do not remember a single note, so probably not.
Okay.
But the vibes and the cinematography are much better, and even the action, the swordplay is getting a little bit better in this one.
Yeah.
So
That's something that's been lacking as well. But yeah, I would, if you're down, I would like to officially choose Lawrence of Arabia for our next get together.
I will make a point, if not today,
It's exciting.
then I'll get around to it next weekend.
Because I'm not saying anything about how I felt about Lawrence of Arabia, but I'm excited for you to watch it and to talk about it. It's another almost 4-hour film, so
Yeah.
carve out enough time for that. But I'm very excited to talk about that movie with you. Alec Guinness is in it.
Yes. Is he Lawrence?
It's cool. He's not Lawrence.
Oh.
We have a lot to talk about in regard to Alec Guinness in these films. He was in Bridge on the River Kwai, which both of those David Lean directed. That Bridge over the River Kwai and Lawrence of Arabia, and yeah,
Is Alec Guinness
what Alec
playing
Guinness
a
is
non-white
doing.
man?
Yeah. So he plays an Arab chieftain.
I see.
So
Prince
that is an
Faisal.
aspect of this film, Prince Faisal, that you can get excited for. I've heard that it's not as bad as his performance in a movie called Passage to India or something, where he plays a darker-skinned Indian man. So it's up in the air whether we're okay with Alec Guinness as a man, as an actor, doing brown.
But he's Obi-Wan.
This movie, but yeah. So next time, Lawrence of Arabia, it's gonna be great.
I'm excited.
Hopefully.
I'll get into it. I'm gonna love it.
My official rating for Rashomon is 2 stars.
Okay.
I'm sorry
I gave
to
it a 3, so not that much higher.
Cheers.
Seven Samurai was 2.5, so it really isn't that much better.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I won't be purchasing physical copies of movies before I see them anymore. I made that mistake once. I won't do it again.
all right.
Yeah, do you want to get into the 2025?
Bring us to 2025,
schedule.
my guy. What's
So-
coming out already? What's already come out? Has
Put
anything
together-
already come out?
Yes, the first movie, a couple of these are already out in some places in the world. Which, first of all, let me just bring up a complaint against the film industry at its current moment.
Dude.
Tell
us.
Also, if you want to pull up the letterbox list I made for this, that will help the process, because we can just scroll through.
Very good.
So you can see synopses and things. It's in order. I put a lot of work into this. Not really, but kinda. I am literally unable to see the movie that is going to be winning most of the Oscars this year. It is a movie that has technically been out since December 20th. And I am simply unable to see this film. It is not available to me in any sort of way. And this is the case with a lot of movies.
Where is
Hard
this list?
Truths is on here. I sent it to you over text.
Is it on your
I'll
account?
send it again. I sent you a link.
Oh.
I'll send it again. Here you go. Nickel Boys is out. I'm unable to see. Sing Sing, famously, has been completely unable to see since its release date. Queer was really hard for people to see. A lot of these were A24 films.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. They've been sucking it up taking these movies and not releasing them to the public. I think it's a budget thing. It's a slots thing. Mufasa has been taking up IMAX screens for a month now. I don't know why, because I don't know if that movie has done well or not, but
Probably.
I'm hoping that we'll be able to see all of these movies that we want to see anyway.
Right.
But yeah, I've made a list of everything. There were a few that I left out that I just knew we didn't need to talk about. But this is a pretty comprehensive list. I've highlighted some things. We've both chosen movies we're anticipated for that we can talk about in more depth later, but this is a big list, so we'll just get through it. The first one, January 10th, so that was yesterday. Better Man is the Robbie Williams biopic where he is portrayed by a CGI monkey.
I don't know
I'm sure
who
you've
Robbie
seen a trailer
Williams
for
is.
this.
But I have seen a trailer.
I literally have no idea who Robbie Williams is. I don't understand why he has a biopic where he's a CGI monkey. The only reason I put this in here is because, one, it's a biopic, which the Oscars loves, so I think it might be talked about. And two, I'm sure it will show up in Best Visual Effects because he is a CGI monkey for the entire runtime of the film. So I think it's going to be showing up.
As Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it looks fine. It looks good as far as I can see from the trailer. It's a musical about this guy. I'm not going to see it probably.
Pass.
Hard Truths came out. I saw the trailer for this before Nosferatu, I think. The trailer looked good to me. Just kind of a nice, I don't know, drama about this lady. I thought it would probably show up in it would probably get some awards talks based on what it looked like to me. The Prosecutor is a Donnie Yen directed and main actor action film straight from China. The trailer looked freaking awesome. He's wearing in the poster, he's wearing like a 1776 wig. I think he's a lawyer, and then he becomes John Wick, basically. So
Heck yeah.
That sounds awesome. There's a movie called Unstoppable. It just looked like Oscar bait to me. J-Lo is supposed to be really good in it. All that came out yesterday. Next week, the 17th, September 5 is coming out, which is confusing. January 17th, a movie called September 5th comes out. It's based on a true story, and I've seen, his name is Peter Sarsgaard.
Okay.
He's in the Batman, but he's been in all of the actor roundtable YouTube videos promoting this movie, and so that to me is okay, his performance must be something that he's going to be talked about.
Can we?
Did you see the trailer for this?
I haven't seen the trailer, but I'd like to draw your attention to this poster. Throw this on the ugliest posters of a movie that's probably good. This is like a 2007 rom-com poster. I hate it.
Yeah,
so,
it's not great.
Those are
apparently
those are
this is a true story. I don't know anything about this story really. The Olympics hostage situation in the 70s.
Yeah,
I don't know. Wolfman is coming out next week, which I'm looking forward to. Personally, 2024 was the year of the horror movie for Jordan, so horror movies are on here. Go ahead.
What is 2025 the year of for Jordan? That's what I want to know.
That's a great question.
That's what our readers are excited to hear about. Our listeners, our viewers, our watchers, our fans, our friends. They want to know.
I haven't decided yet.
2024 was the year of soup. What is 2025? Okay.
Yeah. I'll do some thinking about that. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be movies from 1960. If I'm going to be honest with you. I've really enjoyed movies from 1960 lately. The 60s and the 70s I'm enjoying quite a bit.
Okay. That's exciting.
Yeah. I'm excited for Wolfman. The director Lee Winnell directed The Invisible Man, which I quite enjoyed a couple years ago. Grand Theft Hamlet I ran across this movie. Apparently, it is a retelling of Hamlet that is filmed and produced entirely within Grand Theft Auto, which I'm not interested in Grand Theft Auto at all. Couldn't care less, but I thought that was a funny thing that I'm kind of interested in because it's reviewed really well. So,
I mean, Hamlet's
I'm
a pretty
still
solid
here.
story. So
Yeah, for real. It's been replicated many times.
indeed.
This movie, I'm Still Here. The actress in this movie won the Golden Globe recently.
Indeed.
Again, it's a movie that's literally not even out yet. But it already has 160,000 5-star reviews.
Wow.
A movie that's not out yet. I don't know how it's possible. I mean, maybe
Where are
it's a Brazilian film, so it might have been released overseas, in other countries. Yeah, I think that looks like it's true. So that's going to be talked about a lot, I'm sure. I should have highlighted that for Oscar bait.
Yeah, it has a...
The trailer looked
November.
intriguing.
Yeah. Okay. Presents. You want this one?
Presents.
You're feeling this one.
I'm into this. The trailer looked awesome. It's Steven Soderbergh, who I don't really know, but I know it's a big name. Horror movie I'm
Ocean's
into
11, Ocean's
at this
12,
point. It's
Logan,
only
11.
85 minutes long. And the cinematography looks awesome. They're using this wide-angle lens that's really nice to look at, and I'm excited about it. It's about ghosts, I think. And Sing Sing is getting a re-release. I don't know, because they say all these movies are like, it's now open nationwide, and that's literally just not true. So I don't know if this will actually be available, but it's apparently getting a theatrical re-release. I hope more people get to see Sing Sing.
Dang.
Because it's been in theatrical rotation for years now, and so few people have seen it.
The Letterboxd year is 2023 on here. Ancient movie.
It's insane.
Still not
It's
actually
insane.
out.
One of the best movies of the year, if you ask me. 31st, we have Companion, which is a Jack Quaid thriller horror movie. I think you probably... Well, you might not have seen it. I've seen the trailer for it a few times in the theater.
I haven't seen the trailer for that. But Jack Quaid plays a guy named Josh, so I'm there.
There you go.
It says here.
It looks pretty cool. It looks interesting. Love Me is the Kristen Stewart, Stephen Ewan, where they play... One of them plays a buoy, and one of them plays a satellite, and then they turn into humans somehow and have a love story, which sounds intriguing. And I love those actors.
Yeah. Well,
I love Kristen Stewart.
I'm very interested. I will say here, off the top, I'm seeing a 2.5 star from Cinema Joe.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah, I see that too.
It could be a bit of a bomb.
Could be a bust.
He's not right about everything. You know, we can't just take him as the perfect bar. He gave John Wick 4 5 stars. So obviously he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Deserved. I almost didn't put this movie on here. Love Hurts is coming out February 7th. I was like, I don't know what this is. The poster looks... I don't care about this. And then I saw that it's like an action rom-com with Ki Hui Kwan, our boy from Everything Everywhere.
Dude, he is the boy.
So I was like, I'll put him in here. He's awesome. I love him.
Ariana DeBose.
Yeah. The action looks pretty good. He's like an amazing stunt performer, so I'm interested in that. I couldn't figure out how to say this name. I think it's Parthenope. Parthenope is the name of the main character of this movie. Gary Oldman is in it. It's an Italian picture. A24 distributes. I'm going to guess this is going to be the Anora of next year.
Okay.
Based on the trailer. It kind of has that vibe to me.
I was thinking more like Mamma Mia.
And stuff. Oh. Could be that too.
But without the music.
And then on the 14th, Valentine's Day, we get Captain America 4. Sam Wilson flies around and fights Harrison Ford as the Hulk, which I'm getting unrealistically excited for, which I need to just stop.
It's
being
because
excited
the trailer
for this
does
movie.
that clicky sound you like.
The trailer, the most recent trailer, and it splits down the middle, and it has two pictures on either side, and the clicking goes tick tick tick.
Yeah.
And it switches at different times. That trailer is absolutely incredible. They cranked the film grain up to like 1,025%.
Yes.
The film grain is crazy on this trailer. It honestly looks awesome. Giancarlo is in it. I'm looking forward to it. I love Harrison Ford. I think it's gonna be fun. And Paddington in Peru is coming out the same day.
Okay. Paddington in Peru.
I haven't seen the Paddington movies, so I have no opinion on that. But everybody loves Paddington too.
I understand that the human mother of Paddington has been replaced. The actress has been replaced in this film.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Anna is going to go on strike against this film for that reason. So I will not be seeing this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't be either. Rachel Zegler was also supposed to be in this movie, and
I don't
is
see
not.
her.
So sorry.
Can't get Jordan to the theater if Rachel Zegler's not there.
You cannot. If Zegler's not in it, you can't. Don't call me. Universal Language is coming out that same day on the 14th. Somewhere between Tehran and Winnipeg. There's a lot of names in here I don't know. Negan and Nazgul find a sum of money frozen deep within the sidewalk ice and try to find a way to get it out. This got lots of praise in film festivals. That's the only reason I have it in here.
French.
We'll be hearing about it, I'm sure.
They love...
And on the 28th, we're looking forward to The Legend of Ochi.
Yeah.
A Willem Dafoe fantasy film. Good. It looks really cool.
I need
yeah.
some good fantasy, you know? Where is the Green Knight? You know what I'm saying?
So fair. So true.
So this is one of my most anticipated, by the way. The
trailer looks really cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful visuals.
We'll see if
she finds
Finn Wolfhard can do it. Emily Watson
if he can act.
This, who I recently found had a great performance in Dune Prophecy that actually had a great last episode. I've come around to it.
I heard that from you.
Overall, enjoyed season 1. But hey, guys, you know, just as a sidebar, if you're going to make a TV show, make it more than 6 episodes, okay?
Yeah.
Nobody...
Tell me about it.
Nobody is telling you to make your shows short and then confine yourself and you're like, oh, we have to make it an hour and a half every episode. Or we and then the finale is 30 minutes. It's ridiculous. Just make the show longer.
It's dumb.
I don't understand.
Do you remember Kenobi?
Dude. Was Kenobi...
Do you remember Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I do. Remember when they made a show longer and it was way, way better? Star Wars?
Yeah. You remember when they took actually... the 6 episodes and they multiplied it by 2. And then the show was amazing. Oh. It was one of the best things I've ever done.
It was amazing. Yeah. They should do that every single time.
Speaking of which, go back. Are you we should go back. Are you caught up on this little show called Skeleton Crew? You caught up on this thing?
No.
This little...
I haven't.
This little thing?
It done yet?
It's going to be done next week.
Okay, I'll catch up.
And I'm going to refuse because every time we talk about a show before it's over, I feel like a dingus afterwards.
Oh, no.
Because I'm like, the show sucked. Why did we even spend time talking about it? We talked about The Acolyte forever, and it's not even going to happen again.
You should watch that you can never watch? Willow. I was thinking about that the other day. I loved it. I love
that you have seen that show and you hold all knowledge of a show that nobody is able to see anymore.
Yes.
I love that. Moving right along, it's the month of March next year. The day after my birthday, we get Bong Joon-ho, Robert Pattinson, and Mickey 17.
There.
A movie that's been long delayed.
Yes. Continuously
and
delayed.
We're excited for it. Yeah. It's the trailer left me with a bit of a head scratch. I'm gonna be honest. The trailer wasn't quite what I expected. but I'm still excited for it. Yeah.
We'll have to see
Sci-fi.
if the tone of the film really matches the trailer, because I feel like there's a possibility that the movie is more serious than the trailer portrayed it as, where they leaned so heavily into the resurrection and the funny deaths. Maybe we'll get a more introspective meaning of life kind of movie that sci-fi is so well known for.
I think
either
so.
way,
it's
I'm excited.
Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah.
Directed Parasite, a movie I have not seen. But everybody thinks that movie's the best movie ever made.
It's one of the best movies.
Surely he knows what he's doing.
I haven't given it 5 stars, though. But it's really, really good.
I'll see it someday. I don't know. I don't know why I haven't been able to watch it. I haven't had the motivation. I saw a trailer for this movie, Black Bag. Cate Blanchett's in it. She's the main gal. Fassbender's in it. I love Fassbender. This looks like the movie I thought The Killer was going to be. And then I didn't like The Killer at all. This movie looked better. A bit more like high action. With these... Cate Blanchett looks awesome in it. They're married. His wife Catherine, Cate Blanchett, is suspected of betraying the nation. Intelligence agent George Woodhouse faces the ultimate test: loyalty to his marriage or his country.
Oh,
looks
Snapple.
I'm gonna tell you now. I'm not gonna see this next movie, The Electric State. Apparently, it's a video game adaptation, or no, a comic book adaptation.
Okay.
Directed by the Russo brothers.
Boo.
Chris Pratt is in it. Millie Bobby Brown is in it. Woody Harrelson is in it. Ke Huy Quan again is in it. Giancarlo Esposito is in it.
My goodness.
Stanley Tucci,
The list goes
Anthony
on.
Mackie, Brian Cox, Jenny Slate, more that I don't know. The cast is insane, but I will not be watching
Alan
probably.
Tudyk.
I think it's a Netflix movie or something. The trailer looks kind of bad, and I don't really like the Russo brothers, but I think it was worth noting just because it's another big budget movie that they're throwing all of the Marvel stars into and making. It's probably going to make $1 billion. Millie Bobby Brown alone.
No review.
I saw a trailer for this as well. Novocaine. It's
Yeah, I
another
saw this
Jack
trailer.
Quaid movie. It looked pretty fun. He's like a guy who can't feel pain, and so, like, imagine John Wick, but he has no skills, but he can't feel pain.
Yeah.
That's the vibe of this movie. So he when the girl of his dreams is kidnapped, Nate turns his inability to feel pain into an unexpected strength in his fight to get her back. So he becomes a superhero basically.
And the girl of his dreams is Amber Mid-Thunder, who Jordan loves.
Okay. I didn't even know that. Thank you.
Okay.
I love her. I
need to
will
watch
be
Prey
seeing this
again.
movie then. Oh my God, Prey. You can get that on 4K Ultra HD disc. I'm just telling you right now.
I don't have a player.
You
but
gotta get
I should
one.
just start
You
buying
gotta get
4Ks. I don't even have a 4K
because eventually you're
going
gonna
to
get a TV.
In my home.
Yeah, you haven't even seen movies like I've seen movies. Okay,
Dude, I have right here on this.
You've seen the
right here like this.
Oh, I watched a movie on my phone the other day, which
And you loved it.
wanted to tell you about. It was great. I mean, I watched this movie. It's called Prospect. It's a lo-fi, sci-fi, low-budget movie called Prospect with Pedro Pascal. Ever heard of him?
I
And
have.
Sophie Thatcher. It's from 2018. I never heard of it. I saw somebody recommend it. I was like, whatever. Press play. It's on Amazon Prime. It looks amazing. The vibes are off the charts.
Uh-oh.
I watched it on my phone. It looks beautiful. It was awesome. I liked it a lot. I give it 3.5 stars.
Wow.
That's the
He's a
magic of
changed
watching a
man.
movie on your phone.
That's right.
I thought it was going to be the Last of Us vibe where Pedro Pascal, this girl gets stranded on a planet and Pedro Pascal has to take her home and whatever. And it is that. It is that. But it's kind of a different angle. He plays a different type of character than he usually does. Not as much of a heroic person. He plays. It's like a kind of sci-fi western vibe. He's got like this southern twang. He's kind of like a pirate cowboy.
My name's
vibe.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, a lot like that.
Okay.
Sorry, that's off topic, but we got it. I needed to recommend that
He needed
because
to
I
get
think you
that
would
out
like
there.
it because you like sci-fi.
You know
I
what?
said in my review.
I'm
one
gonna
of
tell
the
you
most
something right now.
instantly unlikable people. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I have seen this movie.
Just go. Oh,
I just looked it up. I have seen this movie. I do not remember when, but
that made me giggle.
I have seen Prospect. I remember.
That's probably before Letterboxd.
I remember like the tubes and the gross juice or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, they pull out these weird, gross like semen sacs from the earth, and like cut out little gems. It's gross.
Yeah.
Because it reminded me of Salvation Reign or whatever on HBO Max.
Jupiter
The
Ascending,
animated
I think.
sci-fi show. No. You know what I'm talking about? The
Scavenger's
HBO
Reign.
Max Scavenger's Reign.
Amazing show.
It reminded me
You
of
need
the
to
like the goopy sci-fi-ness of that show.
There's some goopy sci-fi in there for sure. It's another one of
Back
those.
to the release dates.
Yeah.
What is it? What is this movie? Opus, a thriller. Io Edebiri, and John Malkovich are in this movie.
I'm
I
also
saw
seeing
the
Amber
cast and I
Midthunder
put it
this
in here.
cast as well. I don't know if you're into that.
Oh, she is in this. I love Amber Midthunder. I've only seen her in Prey though, so she could be a bad actress.
Oh no.
No, I don't know. I just love Io Edebiri from The Bear, and I love John Malkovich, so I put it in here. The synopsis, what is it? A young writer is invited to a remote compound of a legendary pop star who mysteriously disappeared 30 years ago. Surrounded by the star's cult of sycophants and intoxicated journalists, she finds herself in the middle of his twisted plans.
Oh,
That sounds cool.
snap.
I'm into that.
He's
That's why I
into
put
that
it on
sort
here,
of
I guess. We've hit the point in the list where the posters are just the title of the movie.
Yeah.
There's no trailer for a lot of these movies. So these are films that will probably might be delayed. Probably won't be this exact release date, depending on whatever happens. If A24 picks it up, we'll never see it. So, as far as I know, this next one, Alto Nights. I put it in here because it's a Robert De Niro crime boss movie, mafia movie that I haven't heard anything about, but I bet it's going to be
I don't know
huge.
if you're noticing here on the cast list that Robert De Niro
Yeah.
is playing both of the crime bosses.
Oh, okay.
So there's something fun.
Yes.
And Cosmo
Yes.
Jarvis, the Japan guy, is in this movie.
Yes, Cosmo. We have to go to another I could have sworn on the Bible that Shogun won every single Golden Globe last year. But that was the Emmys, and they won every category in the Emmys. And then again, I was so confused because they're winning everything at the Golden Globes again. I'm like, didn't we do this
wait.
already?
We did.
That's the problem with award shows.
was
There's
the
so many of
Emmys.
them. I can only be passionate about one, so I chose the Oscars.
How many times can Anna Sawai say that this was the most honorable,
No,
amazing performance of her life, and she loved it?
yeah. I thought it's been years. I feel like that she did this show.
may very
so
well have
long
been.
ago.
For her,
She's incredible. She's
she
awesome.
is great.
But
Still need to watch the last episode of that show, though.
I need to watch more than the first episode of that show.
There you go.
You've highlighted this movie. This next movie is called Ash.
Yeah.
Cool sci-fi. It looks cool.
That's really all. I
Isaac
needed.
Gonzalez and Aaron Paul are in it. It's directed by somebody named Flying Lotus,
Yes.
which is an awesome name.
Who hit us up with
It
such
looks like cool
greats
sci-fi,
as
so.
VHS 99 and Kuso. So we're excited to see what he's got going on.
Yeah. Flying Lotus, he has a lo-fi album on Spotify that I've heard. So I don't know what this guy's up to. Next movie, directed by Mark Webb, director of the
Famous-
Amazing Spider-Man
Famous
duology.
Spider-Man related name director.
Yes, Mark Webb directed Snow White, starring Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot.
Now
Gal
here's a
Gadot.
movie that I thought came out 100 years ago, but
Yeah.
somehow still has not released.
I'm not even sure if I'm going to see this film. Even the power of Rachel Zegler alone is not enough to convince me to see a Disney live-action remake of Snow White. And
That's a
if
toughie.
if Zegler's in it and I won't even see it, that's a sign that you need to rethink your life, Disney.
Dang.
Disney. Rachel's making money, so I respect that.
And that's
she made a lot of
and
money
that's all
for this
we
movie.
really
I
need
bet
for her.
you got to respect the game. So I'm here for that. I was interested.
Certainly gotten enough hate for this movie already.
Yeah, which maybe that's a reason I'll see it. Just support her because, yeah, I don't know why hate. Why the hate? It's ridiculous. This next one, Magazine Dreams, was intriguing to me because it's a movie that was delayed because the main actor, Jonathan Majors, was accused of assault. But this is supposed to be like a huge movie for him, like a big. His performance is supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be a really good movie. The reviews aren't like stellar, but I think a lot of that is because of the allegations against Jonathan Majors. Because this movie deals with, I think it literally deals with like sexual violence also. So, I don't know if this is even going to come out, but I thought it was interesting because I think Jonathan Majors has been like, I think he's back a little bit. Like maybe he didn't do those things, but like, I think it's still unclear. I'm not sure though, so don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
If he did the things, then screw him, and I won't see his movie. But
Yeah.
whatever.
He got beaten up
April,
by
we got
ants.
Minecraft.
Dude,
Ant-Man.
Minecraft movie?
Get it out of here. Are you seeing this? Are you going to see this realistically?
Dude, I probably am there, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I'm probably there just for like, and I'm not even like a long time Minecraft player. I've had little phases here and there. Certainly more phases of watching other people play, and like I respect there's a lot of art in Minecraft that I enjoy. So this kind of feels like a bit of a culmination sort of situation. An event, if you will. I have absolutely no expectations for this movie to be good at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
the thing about it for me is like I don't understand why it's just the Jumanji movies they just made, you know? Like it's the same concept of human characters getting put into a video game, and like they're all acting the same. It's got like popular cast. It just seems exactly like Jumanji to me, and it's directed by Jared Hess, the Napoleon Dynamite guy.
And Nacho
so that's
Libre,
a saving
I'm
grace
seeing.
for a lot of people, and Nacho Libre. So I think that's enough to bring a lot of people to the theater to see it. Jack Black is in it, and whatever. Jason Momoa, I don't know what he's doing, but he's in
seeing
there.
Steve Carell. I'm seeing Jennifer Coolidge. I'm seeing Kate McKinnon.
Amber Midthunder.
She is not showing up. And then a
She's
bunch
in
of
everything.
like
Jermaine Clement.
content creators, looks like.
Okay, well I'm not seeing it then.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Since we're putting content creators in movies, I'm out. I am out. Somebody
see how that
calls
goes.
if sorry, this is A24 on the phone. They want to put us in a movie, Quarter Twins.
Yeah, no,
I'm like,
we're the exception to that rule.
100%.
We're real actors. We can do that.
Yeah.
I'm
We're
seeing,
the real deal.
yeah.
So, this next movie, Freaky Tales, Pedro Pascal and Tom Hanks are in this. It looks fun. I hate 80s nostalgia. You know that. I hate it. Get it out.
Doesn't this guy? But he loves the 60s
But
now.
I love Pedro Pascal. I love Tom Hanks. I love Ben Mendelsohn is in this. The girl who plays Ironheart is in this. It looks like a fun movie. teen 80s movie.
It kind of looks like the outside.
I'm
Maybe?
excited about this next lineup. On April 18th, we have The Passion of the Christ, Resurrection, directed by Mel Gibson, releasing on the same day as a movie called Sinners, which I'm very excited for. I can't wait for the double feature, The Passion of the Christ and Sinners. Let's see both of them on the same day, a Barbenheimer level threat. I'm not going to see The Passion of the Christ Resurrection, but I thought it was hilarious that it's coming out.
That they're coming out on the same day.
One of my most anticipated movies, Sinners, which was going to be released in March, but was delayed to this day. Shot for IMAX. Ryan Coogler, director of Black Panther and such, Creed. Michael B. Jordan is playing 2 roles. Haley Steinfeld is in it. Vampires. It's shot for IMAX. So
He's
I'm there. I'm really there.
The trailer was scary, so I'm not gonna go.
The trailer was scary. You need to start watching scary movies, Joshua.
Dude, I don't. That's the interesting thing about that is that I don't need to do that.
But there's so much. This is what I've learned this year. There's so much in the world of film that we have been closed off to for so long because we haven't been able to watch scary movies. And I've found a way to enjoy horror movies, and there's some good stuff in there. And I think one day, I hope you'll join me in this. One day I'll pick a horror movie for film school.
There are a couple on there, I think.
Yeah.
Aliens on there, but I already watched the slideshow for Aliens, so I'm not gonna be scared anymore.
That's true. You know exactly what
I need to watch the movie before I watch the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Another horror movie, The Ritual, is on here because Al Pacino and Dan Stevens play exorcists, and there's nothing else I need to know about this film. That sounds awesome.
Dan Stevens stars such
this
great
movie,
films as Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire.
Yes. Well, you haven't seen Dan Stevens in Abigail or Cuckoo, 2 movies I saw this year.
Cuckoo.
Where he is fantastic in those movies. So I'm excited about that. Which, you could be too. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
The savant of the silver screen.
Yeah.
Needs to watch some horror movies.
I'll watch. I've been thinking about Nosferatu, but
you got to do it.
I doubt it.
That's kind of, it's a hardcore movie to start your horror movie journey.
I watched Longlegs on Halloween in the dark. Okay,
that's fair.
I did it.
That is,
and it's
so
the worst movie of the year. No, it's not.
It was good. It's not my favorite horror movie of the year.
It was better than Atlas. I'll say that. All right.
The movies you have seen this year. I'm looking forward to your video so much,
dude.
There's this movie called Starbright. A young orphan escapes the realities of her life by fantasizing about and then entering a fairy tale world. Fantasy. That looked cool to me, so we'll see if that ever happens. Until Dawn on March 25th. Sorry, April 25th. David F. Sandberg is... Yeah, I don't know anything about the game, but David F. Sandberg is interesting to me. He started just making short films on YouTube, and he eventually got hired for Shazam, which is just a cool success story of a YouTuber turned Hollywood director.
Yeah.
Varying levels of success with those Shazam movies.
Sure.
Who's to say? Rachel Zegler's in the second one, so 5 stars. I'll probably see this if it looks good. I like him as a director.
Dude,
and then May,
holy
Thunderbolt.
Marvel is coming with 2 movies in 1 year.
Yeah.
Remember?
That's crazy.
Back in the day when they used to pump them out.
It's like it's 2010 again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think this is going to be good, honestly. The trailer looks pretty good.
I think it'll be better
But I've been wrong before.
New World Order or whatever. The Captain
Yeah.
America one is called.
I think it
Mostly
probably
because
will
I
be, too.
see Sebastian Stan and David Harbour. That's really all I'm looking at in this cast right now. I mean, Florence Pugh's in it too, and John Walker.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of
It'll
Florence
be
Pugh
good.
these days, if we're being honest.
She has gotten maybe a little Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah.
In everything, as it were.
And I'm intrigued by the Thunderbolts asterisk thing that they're doing.
What is the asterisk?
It could literally be nothing and the worst reveal of all time. That seems on brand for Marvel, but we'll see. It's intriguing
it's
to
an
me that they're
intention.
trying to do something. Yeah, they're trying to do something at least instead of garbage. I'm so down on Marvel these days.
Yeah.
So we'll hopefully get back into it.
We pray
A big
for something to
we
be
can
good.
pray. It's possible, I need to rewatch The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, my favorite Marvel show.
Yeah.
It's
so
crazy.
you say.
Yeah, I love that show. It's awesome. A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey
Directed
is
by who?
movie Kogonada.
Oh, good.
I recently saw his film After Yang, which I talked about a
Mm.
few episodes
Yes.
ago, that I really enjoyed. The introduction to lo-fi sci-fi movies to me. He is a very intriguing director, an imaginative tale of two strangers and the extraordinary emotional journey that connects them. So very vague synopsis there.
Indeed.
But Colin Farrell, Margot Robbie, Jodie
Phoebe
Turner-Smith,
Waller-Bridge.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Billy Magnuson. Great cast, great director. I'm into it. I cannot promise you that I'm going to be in the theater for this next film, but I know that you are probably going to be there for Lilo and Stitch.
Gosh darn it. I probably will be.
You're going to be there, if I had to guess,
I'm
whether
seeing
it's
Billy
on your own accord or
Magnuson.
not.
Is playing Pleakley.
Pleakley, yes.
What a
Let's go.
choice.
Who's playing
Okay.
Jumba? Zach Galifianakis? Okay, 2-star movie, if less,
Oh,
if not
no.
less. Get him out of here. That is the worst thing I've heard all day. Zach
Hannah
Galifianakis
Waddingham
as
is in
Jumba.
this.
I can see that. She's playing the alien leader of Stitch's crew.
Yeah.
Where she comes back at the end and she's like, yeah, surely she's playing that character.
Experiment 626.
Yes. Who plays Jumba in the original movie?
Dude,
I wonder. Let's
you
look
could
it up.
not pay me to tell you.
Lilo and Stitch. Jumba is played by a man named David Ogden Steers. So that does nothing for me. Great stuff. Great content, Jordan. This is awesome. Okay.
Well done.
But that same day,
Uh-oh.
while Joshua and Anna are seeing Lilo and Stitch, I will be in the theater next to them seeing Mission: Impossible - The Final Reckoning.
Oh my gosh.
Literally, I'm so excited. Couldn't be more excited for Mission Impossible, the last one.
Should I watch
allegedly,
all the Mission Impossible movies?
Yes,
And make a presentation for you?
it's you have time to join me on the journey because I'm in the process of watching all of them to do a presentation.
Oh,
I've
snap.
seen the first one. I've seen all of them, but I'm rewatching them. Actually, the second one I haven't seen, which I will watch soon, and I'll let you know.
Which one's the best one?
Depends on who you ask. I'm gonna say 6 Fallout. Mission Impossible
You
Fallout,
have Fallout
is the best
on
one.
your best movies of all time.
One of my favorites. Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Is that the one where he flies a plane really fast?
He flies a helicopter really fast. You're thinking of a movie called Top Gun Maverick.
Yes, I am.
The first one, they all have like unique well, except for when you get to the one where Rebecca Ferguson joins the cast.
Yeah.
The director, Christopher McQuarrie, joins, and then he's there forever. But Brian De Palma, John Woo did the second one. J.J. Abrams did the third one.
Oh, snap.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's in that one, and I really like that one. That's probably my second favorite.
Oh, wow. This cast is kind of...
Brad Bird did Ghost Protocol, the director of The Incredibles and such.
Uh-huh.
And then Christopher McQuarrie joins and has done the rest.
This cast is kind of checking a lot of boxes for me. I'm seeing Palm is back. I'm seeing Nick Offerman in here. I'm seeing Angela freaking Bassett in here.
Yeah, she plays the President of the United States.
That works for me.
So it's
I'd
pretty
have
awesome.
liked her.
Yeah. Actually, is that true? She plays the head of the FBI, I think, is what she does.
Sloan.
But maybe the president. So that's huge for me. Big movie for me in 2025. I love Tom Cruise. I love everything he does. There's a Tom Hiddleston joint coming out. It's called The Life of Chuck.
Yes,
that has been
style.
out. This has been out in festivals all year, but it's not coming out till May. So I've heard good things about it. Story told in reverse, starting with the end of Chuck Crantz's life and moving back in time to show how he lived that life. So yeah, it's memento-pilled.
Yeah.
I love Tom Hiddleston. I'm glad he's doing not Marvel things. So he's done with Loki forever.
I hope so.
Can you read the title of this next film?
Yes,
please.
This next movie, and I'm starting
This is
the
the
title
actual title.
now. From the world of John Wick, ballerina.
Yeah.
So last
That's the
year,
title that will
we
be
had
on your ticket
Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Not to be confused with any other movie, because none of the other movies are Mad Max sagas. And also, Furiosa is iconically from Mad Max Fury Road. Everybody knows that character. Right. There's no Furiosas in anything else. So here we have Ana de Armas is Jessica Wick.
Yes.
So to speak. She's coming in to be Lady John Wick from the world of John Wick, because they cannot in any, like, it's not enough that this is from the studio that brought you John Wick. Instead, I'm saying this is from the director of the Underworld movies, as well as Live Free and Die Hard and Total Recall.
Oh boy.
So, what I'm trying to get at here is that this is going to be really bad, you guys.
Yeah, I'm afraid. I don't think I'm going to see this.
I'm afraid this is going to be really bad. What's his face is not directing this movie.
Yeah. Chad
Stahelski, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know where the H is in his name. I am seeing Lance Reddick, so maybe I'll go just for him.
Okay, there you go.
I am seeing Norman Reedus as well. Not sure what he's doing there.
Keanu Reeves is John Wick.
Yes. But I do like Ana de Armas quite a bit.
A dead man.
So we'll see. Have you seen her in No Time to Die?
I see. It's during the events of Chapter 3, so he's still alive. I see. Dude, she is a vision in No Time to Die. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. No Time to Die? That movie is amazing.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I love that film.
We should watch all the James Bond movies.
Every James Bond movie.
Every single one
including the one with that word in it.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to say
I know what you're talking about. Okay,
it's the title of the film, but I'm simply not willing to say
snap.
it. Go ahead.
Do I have this one
Take
highlighted? If it's not
know.
highlighted on my list, then I'd like you to highlight it. Elio.
Mm-hmm.
I have had this in my watch list for like 2 years.
Sick.
Aliens make there's like an intergalactic empire, and they choose a representative from every planet, and finally they decided to pick Earth, and they randomly chose this kid, Elio.
Yeah.
And then this little kid has to represent Earth in this dope conference, and the poster art is really, really nice. It's not going to look
really
like
nice.
that at all, because it's going to be gross 3D animation like they always do now. But we can only hope that one day they will make art as good as their posters and their old movies used to be. But Zoe Saldana is here, and Jamila Jamil from A Good Place is here.
Great stuff.
She's also
Brad Garrett
in the
Everybody
She-Hulk.
Loves Raymond fame, you know?
Brad Garrett is here.
And he plays Gusteau in Ratatouille.
Famously, from Ratatouille. So, I'm excited for this one, actually. I am. Thank you for highlighting that in green for me.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm excited about it. A
I
good
am
Pixar
not
film in
excited
theaters again.
about
Let's go.
How to Train Your Dragon in live action.
Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about it, honestly. How to Train Your Dragon is like, when I look back at my, childhood, How to Train Your Dragon is up there as most watched movies, most inspiring movies. The score in How to Train Your Dragon is iconic. It's perfect. It's beautiful. It's awesome. It's a huge movie for me. I don't know if I'm going to see this in theaters. The trailer is like, it's that balance of, if you're going to remake a movie, do you either do something completely different or do you do shot for shot exactly the same movie? Because people get mad either way you do it.
Yeah.
Because like Mulan, for example, like all the Disney live action remakes are pretty much like as close to the animation as possible. But Mulan isn't a musical. All the songs are gone. Mushu isn't in it. A lot of the characters aren't even in it that are in the animated movie. Li Shang or whatever his name isn't in it at all. And people hated that.
Yeah.
But you make a movie like quote live action. I know it's not live action, you guys. Don't yell at me. The live action Lion King, which is like shot for shot remake. People get mad about that too. So there's it's like a no-win scenario, which is like, maybe we just shouldn't be remaking movies.
That's a
crazy move.
That's it. What if they made instead? They could use all that money and all that budget to make original films, or
hear me out.
Just I don't know, make good movies. They don't even have to be original. Just make good ones.
Yeah, imagine, I'm not even saying you shouldn't make Mufasa, right? Imagine a world where they release a brand new 2D animated prequel to The Lion King with brand new songs from Lin-Manuel Miranda, and it's beautiful 2D animation. It's a new story. It's great. But they did it in this way that is just completely uninteresting and seems like, where's the art in photorealistic lions? It's like, I get it, but I don't get it. Anyway, there's a larger discussion there about art and what is art. But
I hear you. I'm with you.
Anyway, I'm out of breath because of that.
Okay, we're gonna see. Are we gonna see 28 Years Later? Have you seen 28 Days Later?
I have not.
Is there a movie
has
in
just
between
recently
called 28 Weeks Later? There is. Oh my gosh, when did that?
There is. Different director.
Oh.
It just recently was available to purchase for streaming. It wasn't available anywhere to stream for a long time. But I need to get on that. I need to watch that because the trailer for 28 Years Later looks awesome. Danny Boyle is a director I really like. He directed Sunshine, that movie I showed you. Which I love that movie.
Yes.
And apparently 28 Days Later is awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. I think Alex Garland also wrote this movie. Civil War.
Yeah.
Ever heard of it?
I have.
It's awesome. So I'm looking forward to
that movie.
And everybody knows I love Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick was my favorite movie of 2022. And The Batman came out that year. Okay? And I've stuck to that. To this day, I've stuck to my word about that. And I am not changing it now.
Hilarious. Top
Gun Maverick is a 5-star film. The Batman is a 4.5-star film. And I'm being 100% serious.
I agree with one of those statements.
The director, Joseph Kosinski, has made a movie called F1 starring Brad Pitt. Imagine Top Gun Maverick, but cars. Okay? I'm there. Day one IMAX, I'm there. F1, Formula One racing, directed by the director of Top Gun Maverick. This might end up being my favorite movie of the year.
I'm seeing. Let me just. I'm going to give you something here to the people. I'm taking a look at this poster right now, and I am feeling like the cool brushed steel vibes that I know Jordan is obsessed with. I'm seeing that in the logo, and I'm seeing like I can picture Jordan in the theater just like as he watches this movie.
How many times did I see? I think I have seen Top Gun Maverick in theaters more than I've seen any movie ever. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
That's crazy.
It was seeing that movie in theaters was an out of body heavenly experience. Like look at the number of rewatches I have of this film, and over like 80% of these were in the theater.
So funny. I saw it once, and I was like, "This is all right."
Oh my gosh! But did you see the trailer for F1?
I haven't.
You should watch it later.
This is honestly the first I've heard of this.
It's
movie.
pretty incredible.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you right now. So you send me the trailer later.
I hope it comes out. I hope it doesn't get delayed. Oh man, this summer is huge for me. I'm looking ahead on this list.
Yeah,
I'm getting,
right. The next film on this list,
heated.
Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah. Yes.
You know Jordan is there. He notoriously loves the Jurassic World series. I am seeing
contrast. This is a good contrast. The contrast is 2022 favorite movie of the year, Top Gun Maverick. Least favorite of the movie of the year, Jurassic World Dominion. The two ends of my list. I'm getting similar movies this year. Jurassic World Rebirth. The saving grace is Gareth Edwards.
Yes.
Our boy.
The homie. Visionary cinematographer. The director who holds the camera.
Yes.
That's what it reads on his gravestone.
Absolutely.
Scarlett Johansson,
he directed
Mahershala Ali, Fiyero.
Yes.
This guy who looks bad with a soul
patch. Gareth Edwards, you still need to watch Godzilla 2014. I recommend it every time we talk about Gareth Edwards. You're never going to watch it.
What's this movie called? Godzilla?
Godzilla.
Oh, I'll get around to it.
2014. Trust. I don't think you will. The creator, a great 3.5-star movie, in my opinion.
That's a 4.5-star
but
movie. But
probably,
right
I don't know about that. The next movie, Superman.
Oof.
Guys, are we ready for Superman? This is here it is right now. I'm pronouncing, and I did this actually in Letterboxd, 2025, the year of Superman for me. Wow. It's the year of Superman. I'm on a Superman journey. I will be watching every Superman movie leading up to Superman. Every Superman before Superman. Okay?
Wow.
I watched Superman 2 the other day, right after I watched Rashomon, because I needed to cleanse my palate in the car. I couldn't be more excited for Superman. I thought the trailer was awesome. I love James Gunn. I love Superman. Okay?
What do we know about David
Couldn't be
Corenswet?
More thrilled. Hardly anything, which is what I prefer, going into, it's not Brad Pitt as Superman. It's not a huge name. It's not Jonathan Bailey Fiyero as Superman.
You're saying Mrs. Maisel is in this movie?
He's in, he's literally one of the worst parts of Twisters. His performance in Twisters is hilarious.
He's like a jerk.
I don't like that movie very much. He's actually so bad in it. I don't blame him, but I hope he can do better than that.
I'm seeing Nicholas Hoult. Love him as Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he's playing Lex Luthor. It's gonna be one for the ages. If I said this earlier, if it's anything less than 4 stars, I'm quitting the podcast, and you can quote me on that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's a bunch.
How are you
of
feeling about?
Yeah,
they're all in here. It's looking like the vibes so far are like, um, it's an established universe. Superman has been Supermaning for a while. Superheroes are like a big thing, like they are in the comics. He's in Metropolis, and this group of superheroes, like you've got a Green Lantern, you've got Mr. Terrific, and you've got Hawk Girl. They're like, they're all wearing like matching outfits, so people think that they're like a little superhero team that's like funded by like a evil billionaire of some kind, and so it's like it's an overview of like what is being a superhero, what is being a superhero movie. We've drifted away from our roots, comic book roots, and what makes a man and what makes a Superman. Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
It's gonna be the cinematic event of the year.
I will be there.
Quickly
Maybe I'll be there
followed
with
by
you.
a Marvel movie. How are you feeling about this Marvel movie up next? The third Marvel movie of the year.
Yeah, they just keep coming. If this movie comes out, I'll be there, and I'm gonna like it.
The Fantastic
I love
Four. First
all
steps.
four
Pull in
of
first
the
steps.
Fantastic Four here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. I like the poster with the vibes.
Yeah, I do.
I like that
60s
they're
vibes?
going Galactus Silver Surfer and not Doctor Doom.
Yes.
Yet.
Dr. Doom
We'll see
played
what
by
happens.
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
We'll see what happens
Get
there.
him out of here.
But
Can we cancel Robert Downey Jr.? I mean, like, can we get him out of here? Can somebody find something to cancel him over?
no, he's a good person. He's already been canceled and come back.
Yeah, he's resurrected. The Passion of the Robert Downey Jr. Resurrection.
That's right. Resurrection, Part 2, Final Reckoning. The Rapture.
An American Saga, Chapter 2.
Dude, when is that coming out? When are we going to see that?
Never. Ever. We're never seeing it. I'm never watching it. We got to finish this. August. We've got The Bad Guys 2, The Battle of Bacton Cross, and Mercy. The Battle of Bacton Cross sounds pretty cool. I mean, just the title sounds cool. It's a Leonardo DiCaprio, Paul Thomas Anderson film.
Dude, PTA
Sounds cool. Sean Penn,
movies.
Benicio del Toro, others. There's no synopsis. I have no idea what it is. Mercy is a movie without a... I remember putting this on here because it doesn't have a poster. The synopsis is set in the near future. When capital crime has increased, a detective is accused of a violent crime and forced to prove his innocence. And the cast, it's not a huge cast, but Chris Pratt and Rebecca Ferguson. I'll see anything Rebecca Ferguson is in.
That's right.
You can quote me on that. So I'll be there for that.
Have you seen her
September,
in
the only
Dune?
release. It's a really good movie. It's a really, really good movie. I've honestly, I've been thinking hard about, should they have just made one movie, Joshua? Should they have just made one movie? You make one 3-hour Dune movie. It would probably be one of the best movies of all time. I'm not saying the two we have now aren't two of the best movies of all time. But I've been contemplating, did we make a mistake? Did Denny make a mistake making two movies?
No.
Okay.
Because, and here's the thing.
That settles that.
Not to derail this, because we have a couple more movies, and I care about none of them. Maybe Tron.
Yeah, we can blow through some of this. You don't want to talk about the Yorgos movie coming up?
All of the...
Continue.
Yorgos retire. That's what I'm saying.
Yorgos retire. Put it on the screen.
Yeah.
2025, the year of canceling Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yes. If there's anybody I could choose
Please.
to cancel, it would not be Robert Downey Jr. It would be Yorgos.
No.
we find out that he did some crazy stuff to Emma Stone. That's what I need to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what I want to hear.
I'm not.
But that's what
I mean, it's.
Oh, no.
What were you saying about
Jared
Dune?
Leto is in the Tron movie. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it.
But it's sci-fi. Okay.
Ooh, Hassan Minaj is in there?
Get on
Maybe
board.
I do want to watch that. Greta Lee is in there?
I'm interested in.
Hold up.
Put everything on hold.
Jeff
Greta Lee's
Bridges!
in a movie. Yes. I love Greta Lee
Okay,
as well.
I'm so sorry.
You skipped over The Bride! Exclamation point. Directed by
Yeah,
Maggie
because
Gyllenhaal.
I do not care.
Christian Bale plays Frankenstein. Okay? That sounds
Please
awesome.
Stop.
You skipped over the Michael Jackson biopic.
Who
It's
is
gonna be
even
big.
playing him?
His
Someone-
nephew or something, I think.
Fine, that's fine. Coleman Domingo's in there. That sounds good. Whatever.
Yeah. You skipped over Roof Man.
Roof
What is
Man?
that? Roof
Made
Man.
on the Run. Peter Dinklage reprises his
Yeah.
role as the
Mortal
Elf.
Kombat 2.
From
Okay. Simon McQuoid. Begonia by Yorgos Lanthimos, Emma Stone, and
Jesse Plemons
Jesse
again.
Plemons.
We cannot keep doing this.
He's bringing the house down over there.
How many times can we do this? Jesse, buddy. You gotta stop. Emma, she's too far gone. But Jesse, there's a chance.
Yeah.
Remember when you were in that
She shaved
episode
her
of
head for
Black
this
Mirror?
movie.
Remember that? That was good. Remember when you were in Killers of the Flower Moon? Even for a short bit. And you were there and you were like, are you guys killing Indians? And it was like, this is good. And now you're just like, you gotta drink your water. Or whatever the crap he did in Kinds of Kindness. It's over for me,
movie.
for you. It's over.
You saw the Golden Globes. Nobody cares about your stupid movies, Yorgos.
They're gross.
You got nothing.
They're
You got
perverted.
nothing in the Golden Globes. What do you?
No one even
doing?
remembers Poor Things.
Nobody
Lily
even thinks about Poor
Gladstone
Things.
cries at night and pictures
Nobody's
the
buying
Oscar that
Poor
she
Things
should have
on
won.
4K UHD. That's all I'm saying. It's on Disney. Poor Things is on Disney Plus. Think about that reality.
That's a psychopath.
Okay?
Whoever chose
You're
that.
worried about. You guys are worried about sending your kids to school. You should be worried about sending them to Disney Plus.
That's right.
With this nonsense. All right.
Oh man.
Every time we
No
get a chance
wonder.
to rant about Yorgos,
Get rid of him.
the views skyrocket. I have another movie highlighted here we need to talk about. Predator Badlands. The
Yeah.
same director as Prey. It's not a sequel. They're doing Predator. The Predator franchise is doing something that so many franchises need to be doing, where they're just doing anthology series. Like
They're
this
just
is what
throwing in a random
this is
movie
honestly
every once in a while.
this is honestly what Alien needs to be doing. I loved Alien Romulus, but it was too sequelitis vibes. It was too
I see.
sequelitis.
Yeah.
Predator Badlands is a new installment in the Predator franchise, premise TBA. So that's the
Ooh.
synopsis.
They don't even know
Ellie
what's
Fanning is in
going
it.
on.
I'm hype about it. It's the same. I
You know
love
what? I'm
Prey,
gonna throw
obviously.
it on. I'm gonna throw it on the watch list because I liked Prey so much.
Thank you.
I'm with you, but I'm not watching the old.
we
Predator
got a-
movies.
We got an Edgar Wright, Glenn Powell
I'm there.
80s movie remake of The
I
Running
heard the
Man.
I heard the name
So,
Edgar Wright. There, I'm there.
Yeah, it sounds
Have you
cool.
seen Baby
I put
Driver?
this on the
Have
list.
you seen Scott Pilgrim?
Now You See Me
O'Brien's in
3
there.
is on this list
What?
because Now You See Me and Now You See Me 2 were huge movies for me as well in my youth.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they were in constant rotation in my household. My parents loved them. I loved them. That first movie is insanity, and so is the second one.
It's
but-
awesome. I haven't seen the second one, but
It's
I know
gonna be
Daniel
great.
Radcliffe is in there. I'm seeing Dominic Sessa
Yeah.
has actually gotten a second job. We love to see that
Oh.
for him. Star
Now
of
You See
such
Me
a film
3.
as The Holdovers. Ariana Greenblatt.
I still haven't
Justice
seen that.
Smith. Rosamund Pike. My goodness. And all your favorites from these
That's-
series. Jesse, Woody, Isla, Dave, Mark, Morgan. They're all here. Michael Caine? Not here this time. Not getting robbed.
They're like, it's the future. Michael Caine's already going to be dead.
Yeah.
It's directed by Ruben Fleischer, who directed masterpiece Venom, masterpiece Uncharted, masterpiece Zombieland.
People do like
Uncharted,
Zombieland,
a movie I saw.
but Venom
Uncharted
and
came out in 2005.
Uncharted is not Mark Wahlberg's.
How we feeling about Wicked for good?
I would like the title way more if it did not have that colon in there.
Yeah, Wicked for good.
Yeah.
As somebody who has not seen or heard the second half of Wicked, I have no idea what this means. Wicked for good. I thought it was a joke. So whatever. I think there's like probably a song or a lyric that says "I'm wicked for good" or something. That sounds like something they would do.
It's honestly, I don't remember any specifics about for good.
Yeah.
But it comes out like on our mom's birthday.
Okay.
So,
yeah, there you go.
like, I
That's
don't know
gonna be huge.
I don't know what your plans are for your mom's birthday, but like we should probably figure that out. So
Our moms both loved Wicked, so we can take them both to see Wicked for good.
There you go. Okay.
We got Zootopia 2, don't care. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, don't care. Avatar Fire and Ash. That's going to be
huge. Yes. We
have to wait an entire year for this.
If we can get the Avatar movies pumping out.
Yeah.
If James Cameron can actually follow through on these release dates, it'll be the greatest series of all time.
Yes. We need all of them, all 6 of them or whatever.
I'm obsessed. Avatar is so good.
The crazy thing about it is I cannot envision myself watching these movies at home ever again. Like Avatar 1 and 2. I tried to watch the second one again at home, and I just couldn't. I could not do it, but I know it's amazing, and I loved seeing it in theaters. But when they re-release Avatar: The Way of Water in theaters,
he's there.
I'll be there, day one. Yeah.
I'm seeing the great David Thewlis is in this movie.
David Thewlis?
He is Professor Lupin, R.J. Lupin, in the Harry Potter movies. He's amazing, and I love that he's in this movie.
We're keeping Kate Winslet and Cliff Curtis as the 2 water guys.
Yep.
Keeping the kiddos,
Yep.
Sigourney Weaver playing a 13-year-old.
Yes!
We have movies that don't have release dates yet. Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out 3. That's going to be huge. Probably one of the best movies of the year, if I'm being honest.
Kerry Washington, Josh Brolin, Mila Kunis, Jeremy Renner, Josh O'Connor, Daniel Craig. You got to say Craig.
Pass out.
It's not Craig.
Craig.
Okay? Ryan Johnson is the greatest writer-director of all time. And I will die on this hill for him. I will die for you, Ryan. Yeah. Spelled with an I. Check out the vinyl right behind Jordan's head for proof.
That's right.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi is one of the greatest films of all time. How long until I finally give it a 5-star rating?
Fight me.
You know what I'm saying?
When will that 5-star rating drop?
Okay.
He's got to get over the Canto Bite sequence.
I do. I need to be reformed. Tell me about Luca
Andrew Garfield.
Can you tell me how to say this name?
I misspelled it. Hold on. It's Luca Guadagnino.
Guadagnino.
It's Nino.
Guadagnino?
Wait, I think I spelled it wrong again. Hold on.
Guadagnino.
Luca.
There's too many consonants next to each other here for me.
Yeah.
Guadagnino.
Hold on. Challengers. It's Guadagnino, I think. Challengers. Yeah. Luca
Guadagnino. Guadagnino.
Nino. No. Nino. Here we go.
Snap.
But pronounced Guadagnino.
Okay. You know what this synopsis is giving?
Huh.
It's giving Insomnia from Christopher Nolan.
Okay.
Perhaps. College professor finds
Yeah.
herself in professional crossroads when a star pupil levels an accusation against one of her colleagues, and a dark secret from her past threatens to come to light. She killed
It's
somebody,
exciting. Yeah.
and now she
probably.
needs to cover up her own kill, or
You sent me a trailer
something to that effect.
for
Okay.
yeah. I was gonna say you sent me a trailer for Warfare, the next A24 war movie. Supposed to be like real time events. Your boy, what's his name? From May December is in it. Charles Melton.
Yes, Charles Melton is in there.
Some other guys are in it.
What's his face?
Joseph Quinn,
the eyebrow guy.
eyebrow guy. Absolutely, you're 100% correct. that's
Will
that's
Poulter.
So real. Will Poulter. Yes.
Yes.
That was
All I could.
that was the best
you see me?
non-verbal celebrity impression I've ever seen. It's so good.
I hurt my head. I got a headache now doing that.
Yeah. It's
All I
like
could
even
think
it's
was,
even better than the Rock eyebrow.
Was Eustace from Chronicles of
Yes.
Narnia 3.
Yeah, he
The
does that
Dawn
well.
Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
Yeah. Great
Remember
film.
when those movies were coming out? They should make
Yeah.
Silverchair.
Greta Gerwig is making the silver chair. I don't know if you've heard this, but that is a real statement I just said to you. This is news to you.
That? Where is that?
Look it up. Look it up, Joshua. You're going to lose your mind.
Where is
Greta
the
Gerwig
silver chair?
is on this.
Chronicles of Narnia.
She's making it.
Silverchair, 1990. That's not it. 2028 by Joe Johnston. That's not right.
It hasn't been announced or anything, but she's working on it. You got to Google Greta
What do you mean it hasn't?
Gerwig.
How has it been announced, but it's not real?
Like it's in pre-production.
Send
You
me
know what
proof.
I'm looking.
I
at
need
it.
Greta Gerwig. I need Greta Gerwig Narnia.
The AI overview from Google says Greta Gerwig is directing 2 Chronicles of Narnia movies for Netflix. Gerwig is the director of Ladybird. The movies may have a theatrical release, possibly in IMAX, towards the end of 2026. However, this depends on production completing the movie by that date. Gerwig is working with producer Amy Pascal, Sony producer, Across the Spider-Verse and all that. So she's either doing the Silver Chair or she's doing another Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It looks like, which we shouldn't be doing that, in my opinion.
You want Silverchair?
If they
Isn't that the first one?
Silver Chair would be awesome. No, the magician's nephew is the first one, I think.
The Magician's Boy. I don't know what they're called.
You know, the sorcerer's magician boy.
Yes.
There's
Prisoner
the
of
one
Narnia.
with the. There's the one. The last battle's the last one. Anyway, we gotta wrap this up. I gotta go.
Dude.
Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro, and an untitled Jordan Peele film is coming out that we'll probably see
The Horse and His Boy.
either this year or next year. What's the other one?
The Magician's Nephew. You got there.
Yeah, I was right about
The
that.
Horse and His Boy, The
Last
Lion and the
Battle.
Wardrobe, The Prince
Prince
Caspian,
Caspian.
The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, Silverchair, The Last Battle.
Yeah.
Yes. Silverchair, baby.
This has been a kind of scattered episode of Quarter Twins. I hope
Dude.
you all have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it. Let me. So what I was actually saying about Dune.
Okay. Oh yeah, right.
I'm just kidding.
What was he saying about Dune? We'll never know. Skeleton Crew is wrapping up next week. I would love to talk about it with you once it's over.
Yes,
I
I'll get
have
around to it.
thoughts,
Oh
and
my
I have
gosh.
thoughts. When it's over, if the ending doesn't stick the landing, I might just jump out a window. It's not even, guys.
you
It's
won't
not
fall
even
very far.
whoever's mad at me. Just like it's not even that good, and it's not even that bad. Okay, it's just fun, and just shut up.
Actually, we have
okay?
very strong opinions, and we're gonna stand by them, because that's what gives us 1,000 views. Jordan.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And let's be honest, we should probably just say we like this movie a lot, or this TV show a lot, so that the haters will come back, because that was hype. I really enjoyed fighting with them in the comments.
Can you believe the things that they were saying? I mean,
dude, they're so dumb.
It's crazy.
No, like, this TV show is bad, and I was like, you're wrong. And then
they canceled that show.
Yeah,
because of them. It's a tragedy.
The vocal minority. You gotta love it.
A tragedy. Anyway, we'll see you next time for Lawrence of Arabia.
The guy from Squid Games learned English for that show. And you guys are pissed? Also,
Squid Game Season 2
Squid Game Season 2 in one day. I watched it all. I
couldn't care less about that show, but did you like it?
I liked the first season more, but it wasn't terrible. So,
I hate cultural touch points. You know what I mean? So,
interesting.
Not really. I can't watch TV shows. My brain is broken in that way.
Just
like most people, they don't have. Yes, I have very few TV shows I can. But most people, they're like, I don't have enough attention span to watch a movie, so I watch a TV show because I can watch 30 minutes and be done. But I'm the opposite. I'm like, I cannot. If I watch an episode, I might just never finish the show, and then I feel like I've wasted time, and it's like the whole thing. If I just watch a 2-hour movie, it's done. I can rate it on Letterboxd, and that feels really good. It's a whole thing. So
there are talks about putting they're talking about putting the TV shows on Letterboxd.
They might as well. I mean, I don't know why they. I mean, it's a market.
Arcane Season 2, please.
I need to. Yeah, I need to. I haven't because I want to rewatch the first season.
Yeah, but you say that, but you're not going to watch Season 1 again. So you're never going to watch Season 2.
Hey, you're right. I'll watch it someday.
That's like when For All Mankind Season 4 came out, and I was like, I'm going to rewatch all 3 seasons of For All Mankind again. And that was a fool's errand. Fool's Errand. That's right.
That show that you loved.
I love that show. I put it in my top 10 favorite shows of all time.
You didn't even
and I
watch
stand by
the
those
next
first
season.
3 seasons. I love the first 3 seasons. But Season 4 was like, we're going to go to the moon. And we're going to focus on not the main characters. And I was like, I don't care about new people. Bring me back Gordon.
No, yeah.
Maybe bring Gordo back.
That's the worst. That's the worst thing about TV shows when they start introducing new characters. Get out.
Yeah.
Get it out of here.
I don't need any more new characters, and I don't need time travel. Okay, Jordan, I'm not going to let this episode end.
Please, I need to go. I have to go to the bathroom. I need to draw my 2-star review for Rashomon. We'll see you next week for Lawrence of Arabia. Have a great time. Bye.